and shit that's live.
All right, we live. Yeah, we're gonna watch some, homosexual nationalist propaganda on YouTube. I think, from what I understand. So.
Okay, so I don't know what this is. I guess
full determinism.
In many regards, yeah, we're very close about like philosophical things you're asking about.
He's a full determinist.
And I'm a guy who's telling you God is all there is. So,
but that goes against Paul and the creature-creator distinction.
Yeah, so this guy on this channel here, Ace Theo, he doesn't believe in free will. He thinks that Paul basically disagrees that we have free will. That's what his whole channel's thing is.
He's supposed to be a Christian or something?
Yeah, he's a Christian.
Yes.
But it's interesting. So yeah, so that's what they're talking about like every day. So it's weird. Like me and Unseen should go on this channel at some point because this is essentially the debate that we were having.
Was that Brown's boy on there? It sounded like Brown's boy on there.
I don't think so.
I thought I heard his voice.
It's God's will being done, and I am saying the good news is He gave us rest. He gave us peace. All the gifts of the Spirit. It's just God's a spirit. It's the flesh, is at enmity against the spirit and vice versa. And to hear the word of God, you can believe, and you through that conduit of Christ in you, you just have all the blessings of God. Like,
but when you're having this discussion with someone like myself, it sounds like you're telling me that there's nothing I can do.
I mean, they say the way of the Tao is to do nothing. So what the hell are we supposed to do?
Are we doing the way of the Tao?
That was a good point. That's a really good point, actually.
Oh, this is the way. Christ is the way. That's just what that word means.
So
the way to be.
So you are telling me
life, the way to the Father.
You're telling me not to do anything, or that I can't do anything, or both, or what?
I'm just telling you what Jesus Christ did. And then you're saying, well, does that mean it doesn't matter what I do? And I'm saying, yeah, that the way that question follows my question or my statement. Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's my message isn't about what you did. I don't judge anybody after the flesh. Like, I just don't even care what you're doing in that way.
Well, you're saying
if
somebody worships Satan, you say, well, that's just what Christ is having you do.
Those who so-called worship Satan, to me, and the point is you don't have to believe me, but to the book, is those rejecting the gospel and preaching a blasphemous, evil.
See, this shit's higher level. Like, look at how they're talking. Like, they're talking very respectfully. Like, that was bananas. Good job.
We need to change that real quick. We need to change that. We'll send people. No, just kidding. No, but that's a good point. Captive Desk. I don't think I've seen this people before.
He's an atheist apologist. He watches my show too.
Sounds better than Breakfast Taco so far.
Yeah.
Or whatever he calls his channel now. I do respect the rage baiting stuff. I do respect the rage baiting though. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, have you seen this guy debate Jim Bob?
Hold on, let me check it. Look, I can't see his face. Hold on. Definitely not. How did that go?
It was like, I guess it was naturalism versus presuppositionalism, that whole deal. So,
who do you think won that particular debate? I mean,
I don't know. It seemed like kind of like they had reached an impasse, and so that's what it seemed like a draw.
Get a rock and they do all these things backwards as far as they can with the best they can. Now, are they all wrong? They could be. Prove that they've all wrong, because the problem with dating is certain dating methods corroborate other dating methods.
Yes,
And
you have
that-
to go at it. You have to go
Yeah.
at it from many different angles to come up with a
Exactly.
solid inference, right?
Mhm.
Independent
will-
angles.
Even if they use a range, that's better than not having any range at all. And they like to target the range. But when the ranges overlap each other, now you have corroborating evidence, and you've got, like Mike says, multiple. Now you have to not only attack the one dating method, but they think they've sabotaged the other ones when actually they've reinforced the other ones because they have nothing to do with what the other one, they don't think, right? One doesn't think I'm 1,000,000 years old, and the other one thinks I'm 1,000,000,000 years old. They don't think these things. It's just when they do the math, there's these overlapping lines that corroborate each other. And then there's completely different things like known events we have, things like volcanoes that show up in ice cores that go back almost 1,000,000 years. So within that, you can corroborate. So
he's defending the current scientific consensus in terms of dating of rocks. So this is what he's engaged in right now. So that's pretty interesting. All right, let's see what.
Yeah, I mean, I think I do wish more people would try to debate that, because I think that it's highly suspicious the way that they try to like measure like stars and rocks and all these things. Like, oh well, we just have. I mean, how many presuppositions do you have to like assume, that some sort of data that you're picking up means, whatever you're saying it means. I don't know. Uh-oh, Caucasian Sasquatch. Oh boy.
Caucasian Sasquatch.
The halls of power revolve on violence.
Hold on. I actually do agree with Abe on this. Diplomacy is ultimately the best route, and all warfare is diplomacy by other means.
Whoa, that was a hot take. Who's this guy? Shadow of Hawk 55. I've not heard of him. But yeah, they're kind of like justifying the force doctrine situation here.
Yes, which is violence.
Must be taking a page out of Andrew Wilson's book.
Right, it seemed like, yeah. It says the Trump administration is reportedly considering forming a new alternative to the G7, one that completely leaves Europe behind. This new alliance would unite United States, Japan, China, Russia, and India.
Right. Well, that's already happened. So.
Right.
This is just like ex post facto like justification. That's exactly what that's exactly all the propaganda I'm talking about that me and Philly look at, like that's exactly what it seems to indicate.
Like 1,000 times, right? He's like G7, this is BRICS, like he said that like dozens of
times.
times.
Well, but I don't think he said that there's like a new alliance being formed. I think he thinks it still is G7, but ultimately
they're getting ahead of it. Yeah.
Right. Exactly. Yep. I think they're trying to like do some sort of weird.
Yeah, they're trying to out meme people like Philly or whatever through this shit. This guy Ryan Fournier. Yep. I don't know who that is.
Oh yeah. That dude. I don't know exactly who that is, but I know that he's important. Like he's one of these stalker weird dudes. But there's another guy who's has a similar name who's involved with like the Babylon Bee and stuff, and he's another weird dude that's he has a similar name, and he does a lot of that weird shit too, where it's like they play with the semantics and stuff to like trick people about what they're trying to actually do.
So this is weird. They're discussing alt-right politics here, so I think we hit on a weird thing here.
Oh, I didn't realize Ryan Fournier is on the thing. Let me screenshot that. I'll send that to Billy later. They got like Cthulhu on the top as the top guy up there too. I think that's kind of interesting.
Right.
I'm sure there's some sort of the Green Ranger. Interesting. I used to watch a guy who called himself the White Ranger, but it was a racial term, so I don't know. The white he used to call himself the Mike.
It says Cash App to Samuel. That's what his name is, Samuel.
Probably Giorgiani's boy then, I have to assume.
So he's named himself after the a Gnostic demon, right? So then it says underneath cock squatch, and then it says a bunch of weird like language stuff.
Well, according to Twilight, Samael was like Yahweh essentially, or something like that. So I don't know, some shit like that. I guess my what you call it? My microphone is bad, so I'll just restart it. But hold on one second. But yeah, that Ryan Fournier, what is his name? Trump administration community. Yeah, I'm gonna send that to Pip later. I'm sure he's gonna think something about that. It's pretty weird. That dude's a really strange dude.
Yeah, like there's two like guys that are created archons that are created by Aldebaran, and it's like Samael and Saklas, right? So it's like a blind man and a fool is what it means, right? So it's interesting.
A blind man and a fool. What the?
Yeah, they created the world or whatever.
There's other memes that we're discussing here, bro.
Listen, all I wanted was for you to just accept this trade negotiation that favors me totally.
Negotiations.
You don't want to? Okay, let me just break your country. Now let's have a conversation.
I mean, that's the model that the British Empire succeeded.
I like this. I like this
centuries.
kid. He's smart. This kid is smart. Whoever this kid talking is very smart. I can tell.
It says Shadow of Hawk 50. Hold on, let me see.
Look.
Yeah,
So
I'm gonna try to look him up. We need to get up on panel. He's a good arguer.
I don't know what to tell you. Your country sucks. Like it's fine that we don't want Canada in the club.
First and foremost, the entire Commonwealth needs a revolution at this point.
Yeah,
all of it.
You got a license to call for revolution?
You got a license for that license, mate?
Right?
Where's your license?
Look. If we had to get right down to it, right? Y'all have seen Ted, right? The Seth MacFarlane movie about the talking teddy bear.
Yeah.
Okay, so in the beginning of Ted, right, they were talking about that magical time of year where it's time to beat up the Jewish kids, right? And so all these neighborhood kids got together and were beating up the Jew kid. And then our main character comes up and he's like, "Hey, can I play too?" And everybody, including the kid getting beaten up, tells him to fuck off. Canada's that kid.
What a weird reference, right?
Yeah. Well, I looked up some stuff about what do you call it? The Netherlands and England yesterday. So I have a response for Boyd next time I see him. So yeah, I'll give you a hint. It involves Dionysus and what's the opposite of Dionysus? Apollonian. Yeah, there you go.
Right.
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure you'll know what it's about, but it's like different Freemasonic arms fighting with each other and shit.
Yeah, now this guy's gonna try to convert Neurojack to Islam. So let's see if it works.
Dawa overdone ya. Interesting. I don't know what that means, but come accept Islam. Legit argument.
A lot of interesting discussions.
TikTok. He's doing a TikTok invasion. See, this
put it to you then.
He's definitely a Fed. That's why I want to start doing TikTok invasions, because when you start seeing, like, let's watch some of this, because the TikTok invasions are very like Feddy, like I would say. It's very strange. Like let's listen to some of this. Yeah, it's pretty weird.
Realize comes directly from the Shahada Zone axiom. So there's a lot of things that you have to take as extra independent axioms that I don't have to take as extra independent axioms.
Okay. So would you believe that God's attributes or whatever are unnecessary, unchanging, and internally existed?
Necessary or unnecessary? Sorry.
Yeah, or his attributes and Allah that necessary, like they couldn't fail to exist and they exist in all possible worlds as the same thing?
Yes, correct. But that's kind of cheating from our perspective, because all possible worlds is a world is only possible if Allah creates it from our
Sure.
paradigm.
Yeah. So,
Okay. So yes.
so those things would all exist in all possible worlds. They're unchanging. Is Allah's volition and will informed by his attributes?
I'm not sure what you mean by informed by his attributes. Having his will, his divine will, is an attribute. Yes.
Okay, and this is the type of thing that couldn't be otherwise because it wouldn't be a law, right?
Allah, by very definition, is all powerful, all knowing, and is self aware.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I think what he's getting at, if I'm correct me if I'm mistaken, is you seem to be thinking of will in a temporal sense and saying that he would have to essentially change his will in order to choose to create something. Is that where you're going?
Nope.
Okay. Sorry. Maybe you need to clarify them.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if his will is senses its attribute that exists in all possible worlds is unchanging, never different across all possible worlds. Are all things informed by his will, unchanging, and exist across all possible worlds?
Yeah.
Things occur by his will and his permission. Yeah.
I don't know what you mean by informed by his will. What does that mean?
Yeah, it means in order for P will, Q result happens, right? So P then Q.
Okay, that doesn't really answer my question. Okay, hold on. So just to be clear, God wills something into existence. God wills things into existence, for example, right?
Right. So yeah, those things would be informed by the will.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
So this is the nuance I wanted to pull out, is his attribute of having will shouldn't be conflated with any particular choice made.
I'm not interjecting that. I'm just curious, right?
Okay.
His will, right, cannot be otherwise, right? Because in a law's nature and attributes would change, right?
What?
This is, again, I'm trying to make sure we pin down what you mean by his will.
Like his attribute.
Okay, hold on. Is this in relation to, like, did God have to create the universe? Is it in relation to that?
No.
Okay.
Okay, so
I don't want to create.
Yeah, that's interesting. They're getting pretty like philosophical, I guess. So
Yeah, we need to. I do want to start doing TikTok invasions. I haven't figured out like technically how to do that on different platforms yet, but like how to restream that back to YouTube. But I think we should start doing that because it's a very different vibe than YouTube, and yeah, I think it would be very. I think it would show you like a little bit wider of a like what's going on. It's like I think it's a better cultural cross section, but I think YouTube is more important, if that makes sense, but I don't know. Chats with Yak.
Chats with Jack. Uh-oh, they got the fox on there. She's probably starting a ruckus here.
So I had to forge a lot of my own kind of like coping mechanisms and stuff. So, and then like society doesn't really understand you, so you feel generally rejected, even if you like get a family and stuff, it doesn't last. So not that it's happened to me personally, but I can imagine myself going through that if I didn't have an alternate timeline.
You've been, God.
It's kind of weird, Jack. It's like almost like Melanie's been born again, right? Like
No.
almost has a new
No.
life. Like no. Like you have like a new life. Like you have a whole new like, persona about it. I'm not downing you. I'm not trying to be a dick about it. I'm just saying like
So this
you
is a
have
Twin Peaks
different
reference. So
timeline.
sorry if you don't get it though, but I just had to dig myself out of the shit, okay?
Yeah.
I had to be my own golden shovel.
I think that's part of it. If you can take it from a spiritual perspective, the way I see it is this is for our development. And, we got to face these tough times so that we can discover how strong we actually are. And to truly know your strength, you got to be rejected, right? To understand compassion, you got to find.
It sounds like it's like a gay rights program all of a sudden. It's crazy.
It might be. It might be on the under.
Yeah, like Jackson.
Yeah,
Weird. Yeah.
On the weird trajectory over here.
Yeah.
He replaced the fireplace with some shower curtains. So whenever you see somebody with shower curtains, it's going wrong. Something's going wrong.
Yeah, he's ready to welcome everybody. I don't know. It is what it is.
With arms wide open. Come on now. You know the
Right.
song.
But like this Fox, like they get pretty like they try to take over the conversation. Like, let's see if that happens. But honestly, I think that'll
Yeah,
happen.
the little bit I've seen with the Fox is pretty good. Like with Jack's show, it's kind of hard because you just got too many people trying to steer the direction. But it seems like there's always somebody who's been like predetermined to take over the stream, so it doesn't seem that easy to do. I don't know.
Yeah, last time my show was on, he was on with the Thorpes. And then the Toilable Earth was on with Thorpes last night. That's an interesting video. We could maybe review that if you want, because that was really funny and weird.
I'm sure they're gonna show us exactly how Catholic and/or Orthodox they supposedly are.
Right.
No, I mean they're actually. I'm entertained by them sometimes, but
yeah,
not in a good way. Not in a good way though. You know, it's like it's kind of
What is this thing?
It's usually like they make like 10 good points in a row, and then they say like 5 to 10 things that like totally destroy their credibility, and I'm like, okay, so like I don't understand what I'm watching now.
Take more time to explore, especially like again, I just think it's taking a huge risk to offer advice to people that you don't know on an intimate level, but that's just, I do have like an ideal in my head where I don't think it's possible to help people unless you know them intimately. So yeah, okay. We're gonna. You said you're willing to do a more in-depth chat.
We can talk more.
What's the best way to
Yes.
reach out? Is it Discord?
Discord is probably one of the worst. Honestly,
Jack has everything. Like his phone number is probably the best way to get a hold of him.
Oh, okay. Can you receive text? Like that's a cell phone?
yes. Yep. Text is wonderful at that
I
number.
sent him a couple
Also-
dick pics one night.
So Jack
No,
Talkhouse just hands his phone number out.
No, of course. And
Okay.
Yeah, he like doxes himself on his show. Like, yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, like yeah, as far as I know, like me and Jack Talcott are like one of the only people to do that. Just self-dox. Like, we have done that.
I mean, it's bold to do it, but I mean, it's like there's very good reasons you wouldn't do that. Mainly because like there's so many scammers that can like destroy your life with like a phone number or something. I mean, that's like the main thing. It's like it doesn't have to be some crazy person on the internet. It could just be some random person who uses your information. So
Yeah, I just see that like any crime that anybody's gonna do like to you, like it's pretty much just gonna be like just a crime or just a regular crime. If somebody takes their information and then harms you, like based off of information they got online, they still have to like break the law. So it's like I don't know, like, I'm not really that afraid of it, right? Unless people are just straight up criminals and they want to harm you, then I guess you can't stop them. I guess. Right? I don't know.
yeah, you guys definitely have balls and/or don't give a fuck. So I respect it for sure.
Yeah.
Have a wonderful night, Melanie. And this was actually a great interaction.
For sure.
All right. Well,
yes,
that was
blessings and
boring.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Well,
good
let's go to
man.
this
Jack.
guy. This guy's the African guy. So I forget where he's from, Nigeria or something. But yeah, he's pretty smart. He's a smart guy for sure. White supremacy versus Pan-Africanism is the topic. Pretty interesting topic for sure.
Well, they're selling like Pan-Asianism and Pan-Africanism like all over the place right now. Like it's a huge psyop going on right now, gigantic one.
Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, interesting. Yeah. So let's hear the other side.
Top end, like there's no such thing as racism at the top end.
Oh shit! It's Imperious. Remember when we talked to Imperious for a long time?
Yeah, I don't think I've ever really heard his voice, so I'm kind of curious to hear what he sounds like.
Yeah, we did. we talked to him on your show, but you deleted the episode. Remember that long?
Well, I must have forgot because but yeah, I just remember DMing him and him saying like, I'll kill anybody who doesn't believe what I say.
Yeah, I'll remind you. Yeah, he was telling me that Newton was a Christian, and then I pulled up the Shabbat Lubavitch article on Newton, right? And then he started saying that that the information is illegitimate because it's Shabbat that's reporting it. And I said, well, why does the Shabbat agree with the Catholic Church? and then he started saying that I should go work at McDonald's and serve him because he's better than me. And then I told him, thank you, come again. Remember, I kept doing that.
I wish I did. I don't remember that interaction, but it sounds like it was a good one, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it was on your old channel. Like I really screamed at Imperius until like for 3 hours one day. Yeah, like that's why he doesn't come on our channels and fuck with us. Like,
it's probably for the best because he looks like a dangerous person. So. but he sounds interesting though.
Yeah, we had him and Joshua Jones out there. Like Imperius is still in our Discord right now. But yeah.
Yeah, Joshua. I wish Joshua Jones would come around. He was really good at trolling. I mean, except for he didn't troll you well, but he trolled everybody else pretty well.
Yeah, I got him a few times. Like I pinned him a few times.
No, but I mean, I want to see his Asian Aryan theory over there. What's going on in Vietnam?
Military is kind of being reenacted. The U.S. was really for most of its political history was only interested from from its military. The Hawaiian Islands and some of those islands out there to the East Coast. That's what we care about, and everything down. Like that's what we care about. We don't need, and that is why you're seeing the U.S.'s most advanced carrier where it's not in the Mediterranean. It's in the Caribbean.
By the way, as soon as I entered the show, on Chaotic Truth, right, Imperius and a few other people were like paying money to like get me off because he still remembered my interaction with him. Like he donated money to like diss me and stuff. It was crazy. So yeah, the one time I went on,
funny.
Yeah,
that's actually really funny.
Yeah, the one time I went on the Chaotic Truth live, he totally remembered our interaction that I had with him on your show. So,
yeah. Well, I just remember I went on there and tried to say some stuff, and everybody shut me down immediately. I don't know if you remember, but I went on there as Luke Knight, if you don't, and I was trying to like,
oh man,
try to do that. Yeah, that was it. And you were watching that. I think I can't remember what the situation was, but I just remember like immediately. Because he was, because Chaotic Truth was like promoting like Giorgiani, like a Giorgiani talking point about like Jesus or something like that. I can't remember what it was. Some stupid stuff, And they would not allow me to LARP. They immediately like did damage control. I can't remember. There was somebody else involved with there that was kind of shocking, but yeah, that's it. Chaotic Truth is definitely a weird ass channel.
Yeah, they also have Orthodox guy in their chat over here on this African channel. So I don't know. This guy might be a Fed. It's interesting.
Well, I'm pretty sure at least one of the three people we just talked about is for sure.
Right.
So what I'm saying is, even if it's not true that the U.S. is pivoting away, it's interesting to see what that's doing. That announcement was actually made public. Because that makes money change, that makes investments and so on. Why is that? I'm not saying there's I'm not saying I know everything about it. Of course I don't know everything. Okay. I'm saying that it's an interesting development that the U.S. is making that defense posture known to the world, or at least expressed like that.
Yeah, okay. So there are two things I'm going to mention regarding the aspect of asking you whether you had some kind of a backstory, such as such people, such as John Mearsheimer, realist school of this or that, or certain kind of historians, look at things as a gradual process, obviously, and then they've been pointing out to this particular rotting away of the quote unquote post World War II order, for several reasons which we can look at, or it's not a question of reasons, but these things happen. Things things fall apart and then have to be reconstituted to fit the times and whatnot. That's one aspect. But speaking of times, there is a change of tone, which one would say perhaps it's not just a question of, in other words, one would say a coarsening of the tone, let's say. Some people who are more favorable to it will say that anti-political correctness has won the day, right? And this would be like a tone thing now. And it may be true that, and Donald Trump perhaps is a manifestation of that, right? And that then it's just like, then it's not anything that is substantive. It's just people are just taking certain kinds of masks off. And it is not just in social media.
I think it's a general realization that the United States has been subsidizing so much bullshit and been involved in so much shit that it doesn't need to, that it's been neglecting its own home.
Yeah. All that. And that's why I was like, okay, what's the big story? When did it start? Because I was asking you, for your take.
I think it's still going on. I think we're still in that transition. I still don't think people understand. Like, you're seeing the whole Somalian thing in Minnesota.
Yeah, I'm actually very surprised by some of these shows, actually. It seemed like on Caucasian Sasquatch, on this show, also on Ace Theo, it seemed like they're involved in a sort of high-level discussion, right? So, like, so honestly,
but when you see, like, but ultimately, I think what you'll find is that, like, that article I sent you by Phil Leader, I think would be very revealing. I think what he's trying to argue is, like, some of these discussions is like funneling people into like a certain conclusion or something. It's pretty weird.
Yeah, they're all centering around the same topics, so I notice. Right? It's
exactly,
yeah.
And the framing is very particular. It's very peculiar, right? Like, it's not like this isn't like some people who've like read a bunch of books on their own. It's kind of like, I mean, that's my impression of it. It's more of like, well, these people have gotten like certain talking points and certain like memos, and they maybe went to college and then like been told like this interpretation is correct, and then like their job was like to go and remix it from like a different point of view. So like, okay, say you're a white nationalist, and then but like reinterpret what you've learned in college about this thing, and like but do it from like a white nationalist standpoint or something. It's like, it's pretty weird, It's like right, I'll give you an example in a second. Let me look up this example, I'll read it to you. I can't hear the video, by the way, so let me reset my thing again.
And let them tell me what they were experiencing.
Every great city of the world seems to have an area given over to the fleshly needs of men. In San Francisco, this area is called the Tenderloin. It is a marketplace of vice, degradation, and human misery.
I looked up the word tenderloin in the dictionary, and the first definition was familiar: a prime cut of meat. But the second definition surprised me: a vice-ridden district controlled by corrupt policemen.
Yeah.
That's exactly how it was in San Francisco. The Tenderloin looked lawless and out of control. But the police actually...
See, Susan Stryker, and again, Susan Stryker is a queer militant. Keep that in mind. Susan Stryker is already trying to say this was about corrupt police that were controlling this queer area in San Francisco. What did Musican say? Oh, of course. The priest is communist. I know we're all shocked by that revelation. Thanks, Musican. Well, yes, they believe that capitalism created this problem. Capitalism is managed by the police. The police are reinforcing the poverty in this district and the oppression in this district to keep them out of it. Like, they believe capitalism caused all of this.
Okay, so she's pro-capitalism.
They allowed
Okay,
the
interesting.
prostitution, drug dealing, and gambling, and then demanded payoffs from people involved in those activities.
Well, the police came to Finocchio's nightly. I don't know for sure that there was like payola or whatever that was, but they were certainly welcomed and well taken care of.
Finocchio's began in the 1920s as an illegal Tenderloin speakeasy. The club moved up to North Beach when
Yeah, she's an interesting lady. Like, it's like she's using like critical theory to expose like leftism or whatever. But I wanted her to talk to Pill Eater if I could set that up. I'm asking Pill Eater. He said he's fine with it. So.
Oh, really? Okay. So there's something about her. I would not want to talk to her. Like, she looks like the kind of person that'll get you fucking put in prison pretty quick, in my opinion. But I don't know. As far as I can tell, like whatever she is, I want to stay far away from her.
Yeah, I think she got fired from PragerU.
Interesting.
Daddy,
So she might be an agent. She might be an agent of Prager.
Right.
No, but what she's talking about is very true in San Francisco. Like, you go to San Francisco, you can see, like, this is true, but it's like a very, I mean, I'm trying to think of how to put it really briefly, but yeah, I mean, it's probably that way in every city, but San Francisco, it's very obvious that there's stuff going on, because you go to the Tenderloin, it's literally like drug dealing, drug use, prostitutions, everything's like out in the open, and there's like little kids everywhere, so it's like pretty weird,
That's fucked up.
No.
No.
Yeah, and like they try to shut it down, but it's like they don't really seem to be trying that hard. I mean, I have a friend who lives very close to there, and they were telling me yesterday, like, basically gunshots, and then just everybody zombied out, and then all the drug dealers are shooting each other, and then all their friends are robbing everybody. So pretty, pretty much a little ecosystem, you could say.
Yeah.
I mean, and like San Francisco is a wide open place, so like you can see everything. Like you can see like a mile in every direction. So you know what I mean? It's not like a place where there's like cuts. I mean, there's like alleys and stuff, but not really. You know what I mean? Like everything's like out in the open, so there's not like places to really hide what you're doing. Really. I mean, it's a pretty wide open city, other than the hills.
All right, OTW's decided to go live like very close to my show, so let's see what's going on with him, honestly, because I've been on his show recently a lot.
I encourage everyone who did sub and get him over 1,000 unsub and go strike team go. Because here's what's crazy. At first, I thought Frank was using Jack for the clout because Frank's wanting to be a YouTuber now. He's wanting to do the streaming, podcasting, the money. He sees OTW. He sees Flow State. He sees Paul Fell.
Look, now we got a guy named Slick Rick saying I'm Two-Faced. Go fuck yourself.
You are in a sense, dude. And Slick Rick, if you knew your optics, you know who that was. Shout out to Bear Jew.
Who is that?
That's our Jewish fucking bear. But anyways, the fact is Jack admitted the maybe baby shit. And again, I'm telling you guys, someone who has to talk about love, predators have to reteach themselves love. And so Jack's been twisting this whole love thing out. He went into detail okay, fine. Now he's done this before, admitting the maybe baby, but he's also denied it to you guys. Like, oh, it's a lie, it didn't happen. Last night.
So Snafu's been accusing Jack Talcott of producing a grape maybe baby. So his claim is that Jack Talcott raped somebody and has a maybe baby with that person, so his potential daughter or whatever. So he's running this whole drama thing. Now, the interesting part is that Jack Talcott will let Snafu on his show to challenge him about this, right? Which is seems like an odd piece of.
year or two at this point. It's like it's the same.
Right.
I mean, maybe not the exact same, but it seems pretty like bizarre. It's like
Yeah, it's like a drama loop.
I don't
that
understand.
goes
I
on.
just don't fucking get it. It's like
Yeah.
it's not even interesting anymore. And what's messed up is like Snafu talks about real shit like fucking Oracle and stuff, and then he just mixes it in with like grape babies and stuff. I'm like, what the hell is going on?
Well, he sprinkles that in, and then I don't know what his entire because he was working with the guy Marfugal TV, right? So
Yeah, I know he talks about Marfugal every other word almost. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I don't know the details, but I just think it's like I'm sure there's some truth to what he's saying about like Oracle and Marfugal, or like I'm not saying it's true specifically, but I'm saying like there's probably what he's talking about and mixed in. Okay. So,
yeah, you're kind of roboting a little bit, but yeah.
He's on your electric bike for OTW.
I told this fucking rat.
He got him an electric bike OTW so he could go do wheelies for you.
Oh, he's following in the footsteps of Landos.
Yeah. He got himself an
Landry
electric
couldn't
bike.
afford something like this. He's a pussy.
Show him, Cage. Go do some
dropped
wheelies.
him
while
I already own one.
You see what I mean?
But, like when we do this, I want you all to really take a listen to how many times Jack has told us, no, the baby didn't exist. Yes, the baby did exist. No, the baby didn't exist. Yes, it did. Because over the years, PX and even Red or Rick and even others like, no, I remember Jack saying it happened. Then people would say, oh, no, Jack says it didn't happen. We've heard him fully admit it did. Last night was very eye-opening. And again, it's because people are starting to wake up to his
I don't care. I
lies
found the screw. This
and
screw
his
is more
delusion.
valuable than your entire reality. Okay.
I'll be back in like 3 minutes, dude. I'm gonna get
Yeah,
my
all right.
laptop.
We'll be here waiting.
Yeah, I'm digitally waiting. Let me total my.
That was important, Cage, because that was the last screw you had left, right?
I know. I gotta screw it back into my.
Yeah, so
fucking brain.
I mean, what's important
Yeah.
to realize is that these are the shows that we're forced to go on that will give us credence. But the thing is that we should actually be going on these other shows.
that where we don't get like random people who just like talk about nonsense for an hour while you're talking about something important.
Yeah, because like.
Yeah, that's like it's insane. Yeah, it's like we have to branch out, and that's why I've been trying to tell everybody is like find us other shows to like go in as a unit. We can all go and like promote and cross promote, and it'll be good for everybody. But like this stuff that we're doing here is like it's just weird that we've been trapped into like this very particular like corner of like bullshit talk shows, where there's nothing really.
I've done that
goes in
like
it.
a couple times. Like when we like find a show, like if we get like a watch party going in the Discord. And then we're watching the show and asking like, "Oh, is there a link here?" And then we'll go into the show.
But we should film. We should make it a show. This is my vision. I see it as this. We have us watching a show, and then we send people into the show, and then we record them going in, and then like we tag team in and out. I think that would be really good. And then it's like it's not like that we're trying to troll per se, but it's like we can kind of like build some bridges and or suss out like who's doing what and what's going on. I mean, I think that and I think we should do that on Twitter, TikTok, and on YouTube, because there's a lot of there's a lot of real people out there, but we got to really go and find them. Like it's really hard to suss out like who's for real and who's not. Like I think there's a lot of people in PsyOps that are probably like not very happy with what's going on, so they probably tell us a lot about what's happening, if we just go find them,
Yeah, so I'm curious to see what this is.
Blink 182.
Oh no, he's not gonna sing this, is he?
Somebody tell me what you think about me. Don't try to argue or hold it against you. Not believing you must have your reasons. The season is calling. Your pictures are falling down. The steps that I retrace. There is that look on your face.
Like zero feeling and emotion behind it. Is he drugged? This is crazy. There's 18 people watching this goyslop. This is insane. Let's see who's in here. Man, who are these people? All right. Well, that was terrible. Terrible. Terrible.
Yeah, that's a really good song by Blink-182, and he just totally ruined that. So fuck that guy. Blink-182 had some good songs, man. That's a really good song, by the way.
Yeah, that was garbage. All right. So
Blink-182 is also a bunch of Satanists promoting alien disclosure. So go figure. Probably working with you were Johnny.
Celebrating Happy New Year, I guess.
Say what?
It says Happy New Year on his stream.
Okay, interesting. Voy, our Dutch.
Oh, and our another friend from the Netherlands.
Another friend from the Netherlands. Oh yeah, don't you know there? I need to learn the Dutch accent. It's so bizarre to listen to. I have this I have this girl I listen to from there. I'll send you that. We can watch a little bit of it.
Yeah,
That's
I
kinda
didn't know
great.
these guys were like knowing each other.
Who is this?
You never seen this guy,
Oh,
Alexander the Ganja Shaman?
I think I saw him once. I thought he was a Jamaican dude or something.
He's been on my show twice.
He's Dutch though.
Yeah.
Weird. I guess it's a very small world. I guess these guys are the Apollonian side and we're the Dionysian side or something.
Right.
Something going on.
But yeah, he's a smart guy. He's been on my show like twice. He's pretty deep thinker. But yeah, it's interesting that maybe they're in cahoots because they're from the same place. Yeah.
Uh-oh. Maybe that's why I've been marked for death by the Dutch.
In Croatia. Yeah, so
You know who fought against the Muslim and the Ottoman Empire, which is not much talked about, the Ottoman Empire? It was.
By the way, this guy hates Muslims. Like, this is the first time I talked to this guy. He just hated Islam. It was weird. I was like, why are you obsessed with Islam? It was pretty strange. But yeah, like he didn't want to talk about the Jews. But yeah, it was weird.
Well, I think we're starting to figure out what's going on here.
Yeah, interesting. Yeah.
Christmas tree and with a fire extinguisher to the.
Also, you'll notice they never want to talk about the House of Orange for some reason, which I find very interesting.
Oh.
Dutch people never want to talk about the House of Orange. I don't know if there's like some law about it or something, but I don't know. Pretty weird.
Rape in London, England is the rape capital of the Western world right now. Wonder why?
And that's imagine that's only what is reported, dude. That's only
Yes,
what is
exactly. And also, what is reported is very high. And you're right, there are a lot that is not reported. So imagine how high it is, actually. It's
Dude,
extremely high.
I mean, I almost got run over the other day when I pointed out a bunch of these guys, doing shady business. They fucking tried to run over me, dude. I don't report that, but there was a murder attempt.
Yeah.
I didn't report that. But that happened.
Well, if that's true though, then like, why wouldn't he just get out and like knife you? If that was his thing, right? Like, if he missed with a car,
Right.
why wouldn't he just grab a knife and jump out?
Right.
You know about Australia? Australia also, the Muslim there. Oh and shit. The thing is happening around. I saw it in Australia too, but there's a lot of patriotic Australians that has hit the street. You know, they call people as us racist because we're patriotic.
Yeah, but
because
dude,
we're
it's not
nationalists.
gonna happen. It's not gonna happen on the streets, and it's not gonna be reported.
This is really weird listening to. This is
Yeah, I
like
know. That's the thing,
Dutch
Yeah.
neo-Nazis or something. This is funny.
Yeah.
It's actually really funny.
Yeah, Dutch neo-Nazis talking about Muslims in England and Australia. When, like, how many Muslims could there possibly be? And if they can't control them, isn't that the government's fault? I don't know. I mean, it's pretty obvious. So I don't understand the big issue.
Yeah, it's not.
Well, it's what we were talking about before we started, which is like the whole global system. But it's like they're covering the global system by with fake debates about, well, this or that or the other. And like, again, that doesn't mean there's not real things going on, but it's like you said, like, if the government's literally like allowing and encouraging it, it's like, okay, so is this like an organic thing happening, or is this like engineered to like throw people off or something? I think that's what it.
Yeah,
That's what I think it is.
Yeah, I forget what country he's from, but he's from another island that's like a small island where like he's like so it's like off the coast of like the Dutch or whatever, off the coast of the Netherlands. So I don't know. Obviously he's not white, so that's all.
And yeah.
Okay.
But so I was thinking, like, I don't like to meet up with people, or but then again, when I try, it works. But I'm kind of disappointed with the whole humanity thing. And
Well,
you
yeah,
think-
I have a love and hate relationship for them, but I'm here on this planet for a reason, and I do see a change happening. It's happening, as I said, not as fast as I want, but there's an awakening happening, and I know we already win. We already won. The light has already won. We just played it out. What we're seeing now is all the darkness is coming to the light, and we're going to be seeing what has been going on this planet. And I tell you too,
Yeah, that sounds like utopianism. Well, it's kind of weird. It's like everything's getting worse, but that's just the last bad shit that's gonna happen. That seems very unlikely. Right, but yeah.
Space and everything, right?
yes, you should look at my last interview I did with a super soldier. I did my last interview.
What is going on here?
I was with a super soldier, Ra Cloud. I don't know if you're familiar with Super Soldier program, but
You started to sound more and more
very real.
Russian.
Yes.
Come
And
see
what
my
he
Super
talked
Soldier
about
program.
with,
This
space
program
and
soldier.
ETs and underground, that is going to be coming to the mainstream in the future.
What?
I went on deep subject. There. I did 3 weeks ago. I did that interview, and maybe ending of January, I'm going to be interviewing him back again for an update.
Finally, Little Wing has joined us. Finally.
Hey, Little Wing, how you doing? Long time. Hey, I'm in the Netherlands right now. Can you believe that?
Is that?
It's fucking cold, man.
Is that Denise? What? Little Wink?
I believe it is. It's very strange. What's going on here? They all know each other or something?
I think that might be a different Little Wing. It's at Little Wing 619. So I don't think that's our Denise, but yeah.
Oh, that's pretty weird. That's really weird coincidence, though.
Yeah, that is
like how
weird.
many? What's the coincidence? Like, what's the probability on that?
Right. Yeah.
What the fuck is going on here? Crazy. I want to talk to that dude. What's that dude? Remember the other Dutch guy we used to talk to, who's always like talking about flat Earth? That I brought over from Jim Bob. I want that guy to come back. That guy was interesting.
Yeah.
Oh,
But,
you don't believe in space or aliens for outer space? Well, yeah. You know, I'm pretty sure in the future a lot of people are going to be believing, because you know I have my native background too, and the natives also talk about our star brother and sister.
Yeah, this guy's fun, man. Honestly, I'd like to talk to this guy more. I wonder if he'll call in more to the show.
So,
but I think
so he's like, so I no, I like it. He's mixed. He's mixed native and Dutch. He sounds Russian. He's a neo-Nazi, but his name is Ganja Shaman, and he's like,
yeah, exactly. And he
you know,
believes in
we're
New Age
star
stuff.
seeds and shit. It's like,
Yeah,
okay,
exactly.
wow, they got
Yeah.
the whole fucking gambit here. I like it.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he
Like,
believes
I
in
don't know.
QAnon.
Like
Yeah, he
we
believes in
got
QAnon.
some cool people out here.
Yeah, he believes in QAnon and numerology. So he's a kind of weird mix of things. Oh wait, what happened to you? Okay, so no more Neurojack. Paging Neurojack. Smoking that neuro crack. All right, there you are.
Yeah, sorry, I couldn't hear you for whatever reason. My audio keeps fucking cutting out. Oh my god.
Yeah, you like dropped out of the studio. But yeah, I should go.
No, I had to. I had to drop out to like reset my audio because you were talking. I couldn't hear you. I didn't mean to talk over you. So.
No, it's no worries. Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know if you heard what I said about like neo-Nazi starseed everything, but
Yeah. I heard you. Yeah.
that's weird. Like you guys can hear me, I can't hear you guys sometimes, so it's pretty weird.
Yeah, that's weird. Yeah.
But I know you got to go. You got to start your show, so we'll wrap it up here. And I appreciate you doing that. But yeah, I got some crazy shit to show you next time I'm in front of a computer. But it's like this temperature's dropping. It's like 45 degrees, which is very weird for here. But yeah, it's starting to get cold and shit. So and I think my internet is dropping and shit. So like I don't know what it is, but.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I appreciate you. So we'll see. Do me a favor, just send me the link from over there. I'm gonna restream you, and we'll try to get some numbers high, and you know, just tell everybody to restream you tonight, so that way you just catch more and more viewers from all the other peripheral channels that we have, and then we'll just try to funnel everybody onto your channel. You know.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
All right, man. Cool. All right.
Yeah, blessings.
All right, blessing. Thank you. Just send me the link, and
yeah, I'll send it up.
All right, cool. All right, bye.
All right, peace.